Do you know if Jack Swarbrick's view on this is one that is shared by a lot of other people around the sport?
Yeah, Greeny, in talking to college coaches and a couple of conference commissioners, the overwhelming majority say that they cannot imagine a college football season without fans. And this is because fans in college football are the fabric of our sport. In 2018, which is the most recent data available of a season, there were 37 million people that attended college football games. And obviously, we're in unprecedented times, so everyone's trying to figure out some way that maybe we could have college football, and that's the overwhelming goal. But I think they do have to protect not only the experience of the fans, of course, that's important, but the experience and the careers of the student athletes that come to college for these great environments. A couple things that were brought up to me that I think are really important points here. One of the things is, let's say that there are no fans allowed. One college coach said to me, Greeny, that would also mean that players' families could not come and watch them at their game. They said, watch the transfer portal at that point. It would become complete chaos because a lot of players wouldn't want to be away from their families that long, especially at a younger age for these young men. They might just transfer back home to a school closer to home. And then furthermore, when you think about what this could look like for a lot of these schools, football is the main revenue generator for all of these universities. That's so important in looking at this from all different angles.
I get it. Here's the point I would follow up. I did not hear the entirety of the interview with Jack. But if the option is to play with fans or without fans, I get it. But if the option is to play without fans or not have the games at all, wouldn't they choose to play the games without the fans?
Yes, I would think so. I mean, here's the thing. They may have to, Greeny. Like, they may not be in a situation to say, well, look, we really wanted to have fans. It's almost like you cannot have your cake and eat it too, obviously, here. And so, to your point, I do think they would try and find a way to at least have games. And that sets up so many different things. You're going to see the Alabamas of the world, the Clemsons of the world, LSU, all of these big time programs that will lead the way in this, whether people like it or not. They'll say, look, let's have a season. And I think one of the main reasons why, you've already heard from Dabo Swinney on this, it plays so much into the future of these programs from the standpoint of the draft as well. All this is connected. If you don't have a college football season, you wonder what the draft looks like in years to come. And so I think from that standpoint too, they've got to continue to give these guys opportunities to play at the next level. I think that is a main point too in all of this of why they would try and at least have a season in some way, shape, or form, even though it won't look like what people would want it to.
Yeah, RC, let me go to you here again. I mean, I fully understand the significance of the fans and the totality of the experience, but these are unique circumstances. So here we are talking about the possibility of people moving into a bubble. If these games have to be played without 80,000 people in the building, it seems more likely that they could do it that way, no?
Well, I mean, I think you can do it that way, and you would have to do it that way. Dabo Swinney makes a great point about giving these guys opportunities to play in some of their last years to impress scouts and give scouts some film to look at. And I'm kind of on both sides of this. I went to LSU, where I know there are kids that go to that school just to go to football games. And it's not that it's not a great institution of higher learning, but Saturday nights in Death Valley are the reasons that many people decide to wear purple and gold. And I talk to my son about it all the time, and he told me, he said, Pop, I don't care if we have to play the game in the bubble. You guys can watch it on TV. I want to play. And I think many players feel that way.
Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Ryan's right, and I don't understand, or maybe they don't understand the definition of the word central. Like, central to me means that it is essential to the game. All you need is two teams, a ball, some referees, and some coaches, and 100 yards. So you don't need fans. They're quite literally on the periphery of the whole experience. That seems like nonsense to me. So I understand that you may not want to put the players in that danger, but saying that you can't imagine having a season without fans, like, most football games in this country are played without fans.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.